guys, let's get this party started. Hi guys, happy Wednesday, happy glitter pit day. If you guys could only see my area, let me give you a wide view if I can. It's kind of scary. Maybe I shouldn't. I don't want to mess up anything. All right, so we have lots to chat about today. Holy moly, everybody's rolling in. I love seeing you guys. Thank you for being here today. All right, so you're in the glitter pit. It's 3 o'clock. You're supposed to be right here with me. We are going to be chatting about a whole bunch of different stuff. Really kind of different stuff. So hold on. Let me flip you guys over so we can get started. All right, so I can't even raise my arm up high enough to even get to my camera, so I wouldn't even be able to give you a screenshot of my area. All right, so let's start with the glitter spinner, right? Let me get my phone. All right, let me get my phone and we're gonna spin. These are so pretty. I did not get these on my pre-order, but man, I seen Rena's presentation at our retreat, and these are so beautiful. Wait till you see these in person. Who has these already? These are called the faceted snowflakes. Ooh, number, let me give you the number. 166077. Do you guys already have these? They're so pretty. All right, so let's go ahead and spin. We're going to give one of these away to the... Oh, no! I got to make sure I'm pushing this right. All right. Drum roll. Right? Drum roll, please. Don't let it be me. I don't want to pick myself. All right. Here we go. Right here. Who is this? Yoli! Yoli. You want them? Do you have them yet? Aren't they beautiful? All right, so Yoli, I'm going to pin your message just to remind me, and I'm going to put a Post-it note on this. All right, hold on. I got to look through my desk for some Post-it notes. Maybe I don't have any Post-it notes. Maybe I'll just use this piece of cardstock. Yoli. All right. Yoli, can you email me just to make sure I have your address? I'm pretty sure I got it, but I just want to make sure. These are the faceted snowflakes. And Richard and I are going out to dinner tonight. So we're going to drop a bunch of stuff off at the post office. So one of those items will be yours, Yoli, all right? Let me actually tape this. Where's my adhesive? There it is. It's going to be one of those days, so go grab something to drink. I'm telling you, we have a lot to talk about. All right, so let's put this back up here. If I don't forget, we can do another glitter spinner at the end of the hour, but I feel like I'm going to get really sidetracked here in a few minutes. All right, let me scroll down at the bottom. All right, hi Rhonda, hi Laura, hi Mario. All right, so I want to give you guys an update on the glitter retreat boxes or packages or kits, right? Number 1 sold out. Saturday was the big day. Everybody bought those out. But I want to show you number 2 kit because I have a few left of those. And it's a little bit more than what I explained. So let me grab the box. You will be getting a big box. All right, so inside your box, of course, you got your kit to make 25 projects, and you got the Stampin' Up! Supplies, just like the other kit, number 1. You've got the Stampin' Kit to make your alternative projects. You're going to get the 50-page printout / PDF for all 25 projects with the measurements and the supplies. You're going to get your clear box for one of your projects, and I put a little goodie in there for you. You're going to get your chalkboard for your 3D project, and again, the ribbon. The ribbon will be in your packet here. So you are getting a big package for kit number 2. This one is $100 plus shipping, all right? So we have, I think, 4 or 5 of those left. So you can still get those in my store, actually over on my website, okay? So if you want a kit number 2, number 1 is sold out. Number 2, I think the link is down below in the description box too. And then also just the PDF and the printable, which is all the measurements, all the picture instructions and everything for 25 projects and the supplies and measurements. That is available just alone by itself, all right? So make sure you're getting those before those are gone. All right, card sketch number 396 was a super fun one. I got to bring in the card that inspired me. This was one of the make and takes that we did for the shoebox swap at the retreat a couple weeks ago. And this was Laura's card. I loved it so much. She let me make a second one. So she was inspiring me for this week's card sketch. So fun. So this is this week's card sketch number 396. Isn't it pretty? I got a commercial coming on. Hold on. Skip. There you go, commercial. All right, so 396. Now I do have a printable. I want to explain this because it's a little bit different this week. So I have the printable just for $3.94 and the project that we're making. But I want to also explain that while this week when I was designing the card sketch, and then I went in with the project that we're going to make. Remember, because we were going to go over the gifts that we got at the retreat, Richard and I. And I was going to make you this gift. This was the check-in gift for my retreat this year. So it holds the popcorn jelly beans. They're so cute. So I was just going to make this with you today. But then I thought, why not make it into a class? So we're going to make this project and this box and this card. So all 3 items we're going to make here in a few minutes. You just got to give me some time to clear off my desk. So if you want just the printable for this week's card sketch and the treat bag, that's $3 over in my store. But if you just want the printable for today's class, that's going to be $5. That's three pages of the printables, right? So that is available over in my store as well. And I do give you a little sneak peeks of stuff with that class. So, and then also if you place a minimum of $50 order in my online store, let me see if I can pull up my online store. I don't think I have that. Yeah, I don't think I have my online store, but if you shop at, what is my website? Hold on. I think this might be it. Nope, that's not it. All right. My online store is listed down below in the description box too. So if you place a Stampin' Up! Order of $50 minimum, this is before shipping and tax. And then also the $50 must be reached after your rewards have been added. So remember, you get a subtotal, and then if you cash in your rewards, it's going to bump down your total. You need to keep that total up at least $50. So it's even $50 after the rewards, all right? And then before shipping and tax. So when your order reaches the minimum of $50 before all that and after all that, then you're going to get this week's card kit, which is going to look like this when it comes to you in the mail. It's going to be in a manila envelope, and it's going to have all the consumables and the die cuts for you. Not the popcorn guy die cut and the popcorn. This little guy here. You're going to have to do all the stamping and die cut. I can't do that for you. But these circles, this circle, this circle, these circles, this treat bag, you're going to get all of that, all right? So, and I will go through all the pieces with you when we start stamping. All right, so that's the card class today. And then also don't forget, a quick reminder, so many of you guys have taken advantage of this. The starter kit is $35. You get to pick $125 with the product, $99 for the second kit, and you get to pick $189 worth of stuff. And this is of your choice. Remember, this is not like a pre-selected of items. You can pick whatever you want in your starter kit. Ooh, it's such an awesome deal, and you have a couple more weeks. So October 31st, Halloween, is the last day for this amazing starter kit. And then also the new paper pumpkin is wrapped in cheer. Super cute little gift boxes, I believe. It looks like it. Can you see it? I have the link in my newsletter, which went out kind of late today. Sorry about that. So the paper pumpkin new, you have until November 10th to sign up for this next month's paper pumpkin kit. Remember, the kits, you sign up and then the kits are mailed out November 11th. Also, one more reminder, the cruise that Lori and I are doing in January of 2027. I looked and seen everybody. You guys, we are filling up fast. Oh my gosh. It's so amazing. Remember, there's a coupon on the site when you call for your reserving of the cruise. You get your 60% off your second person. Yoli, have you guys did it yet? I didn't see your name yet, but please try to do that soon because it's filling up. So, and then take advantage of this. This is over on November 3rd, all right? And then also kids sale for free that's under 12. This is a family cruise and a crafting cruise. We're combining both of them to have a family vacation and a crafting thing for all the crafters, right? So the crafting part is added $250. That's what me and Lori are going to get for all your swag bag, all the projects and everything. And then you're just going to sign up for the cruise, and our cruise, what is it? Not a cruise director, but the travel agent that you're going to contact for your room, she's going to collect the extra money for the crafting part. So you're going to deal with her totally, but you're going to see me and Lori on the boat. I'm so excited. And I know it's like, oh, what is it? Like a year and a half away? It seems like forever, but it's going to be here in no time. So this is January 23rd of 2027 through January 30th of 2027. We are going to we are leaving from New Orleans, Louisiana, and we are going to Cozumel, Mexico, Georgetown, Grand Cayman Islands, Falmouth, Jamaica, and back to the New Orleans, right? Jamaica, Cayman Islands, and Cozumel. So exciting. I love it. So if you guys have any questions, please reach out to me, or you can call our travel agent. She's taking care of it all for us. Also, I gotta show you guys something new. You guys are gonna be so excited, especially those that want to hold all our Stampin' Blocks. Remember, I think we had 3 Stampin' Blocks retire last year, or 2024, right? I think they retired 3 of them last year, and I've been contacted by so many of you. Will you make a bigger block holder? Well, let me tell you, one of my retreat attendees, Chris Miller, you know who you are. She got home from the retreat and she's like, oh my gosh, I love your block holder. She said, I just wish it was like going the other way, like to make it bigger. So then Richard decided that he's going to make a left-handed block holder. So I want to show you what this looks like. These are all the colors that we have. Let me actually take my face off of here because then you guys can see everything. Oh, sorry. There we go. All right, so these are all the colors that we offer. And I know these are little. I'm going to redo another picture with bigger, like the block holders here. These are glue holders. So we have yellow, black, baby pink, and emerald green down here. And then all the other ones you can see. This is all on my website. And the link is also listed down below. But everything that we're selling is available in all these colors, all right? So just keep that in mind. So now this is actually my block holder. This is the right side. I guess we're calling it the right side here. Let me remove this stuff here. So this is the original, right? The OG. Let me turn my light on too so you can see better. Is that better? Let me bring that over here. All right, so this is the OG block holder. So for all of you that have ordered this block holder, thank you so much for all your amazing feedback, for sharing, and being repeat customers because you love them so much. So this is the original, and it holds a lot of blocks, which you can see I put my take your pick, my paper snips, my bone folder. Mine is a lot more fuller than this, but I'm just showing you this for the video. And then this is the brand new one we're calling the extender. And you can see this is the big, ginormous background stamp. Now it fits, now this is the exact same block holder, but it's going the other way. So it will extend for all your blocks. And these are all the Stampin' Up! Blocks. I have them all, even the retired ones. But you can see there's extra spaces for tools, for more blocks. So you can, of course, I'm doing them in different colors because this was what I took a picture of. So you can see the actual difference of the block holder. So they're both $20 each. So you can get the right one, which most of you already got, or the left one. So the left one is just an extension of the right. So you can put this up against the wall. You can turn it this way. This is the way I have it actually on my desk. It's on my left-hand side. And then I have a counter here. So you can see it holds a lot of stuff, right? And I want to show you here, this is Chris's idea. So since she gave us the idea, me and Richard sent her the left block holder because she had got her favorite color's pink. So she got the original pink block holder, glue holder, and ribbon retainer at the retreat. And then since she had said, you know, her idea about, you know, she wanted it bigger, this was her setup. So this is Chris's desk. She just sent it to me this morning. She just got her left block holder yesterday in the mail, and she absolutely loves it. So you can see she fills hers up with tools, adhesive, all kinds of goodies. So thank you so much, Chris, for sending me the picture, and thank you for letting me know you love it. I'm so excited. So this is the brand new item that's added, and it's available right now. It's just taking us some time to order them, but you can see all the blocks, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I believe is what it went up to. These ones, the G and the A. There was another one that was, this one, I think. No, I think, is it H or I? I think it's I that retired, isn't it? Or is it H? One of these is retired, but they all fit perfectly. I love it. All right, so now let me show you a couple that a few of the people have ordered, a few of the stampers, and I want to show you them up close because each one has a different color. So this is an order getting ready to go out, and she wanted a black left and a right. So this is the original black. And then this is the left side, so you can see how nice it looks with both colors the same, black with black. I showed you with lavender and purple, just to show you the difference in the, you know, each block holder. But they do go separate too, so if you do in time want to move them around, you can also do that. So this one is Pamela's, that's going to be going out shortly. Pamela, if you're here, thank you. And then I have another one that's hot pink. This one is Melissa's. Hold on. She got glue holders too, but let me show you hers. So again, this is the left and the right with the hot pink like Chris's. So look at all that space. I love it. Yay. So just email me here, dawn@theglitterpit.com. And remember, I need your address for shipping, the color that you want, and just put left or right, because I know many of you have already got the original, all right? So that's all we need. And then, of course, the payment is, again, with PayPal, Venmo, or you can send a personal check. Either way works. So that is the latest and greatest for my husband. He's been busy, right? All right, and then what else did I want to share with you guys? All right, so this is the creativity files. This is what we're sending out to all our customers that place a $40 order, a minimum $40 order. So remember, when you place a minimum $50 order, you're going to get this and the card kit for this week. And the orders are from Monday through this Friday. And I've already started sending out the kits, so just know that any orders for this week, Monday through Friday, will count towards the little card kit that we're going to make today, all right? And then you'll also get the free PDF for the creativity files. And we're also going to go through all my stuff that we got from the retreat, from gifts from all of you. There's a lot. I had to actually cut last week's video from going too long. So we did the shoebox swaps, the card swaps, and the 3D swaps last week. So if you missed that video, go back and look at that. And then also this week, we're going to show you the gifts. All right, now this is a side note. I went to the dentist yesterday, the orthodontist, and it's the same. My dentist is an orthodontist, but my hygienist, which she's a dental assistant, I was sitting in the chair waiting for my Invisalign to be, checked by the dentist. And she said, guess what? And I said, what? She said, I'm in like a modeling contest. And I'm like, shut up. I said, you need to tell me your info so I can share this on my YouTube channel. And she's like, what? You got a YouTube channel? I'm like, yes. So everybody, I want you to meet my dental assistant. Her name is Linda. She is a breast cancer survivor, and she's doing this contest where, let me actually show you her picture. She is so beautiful. Look at that. She is in first place right now, but the contest is over in December. But I think it says they're going to be cutting off the finalists in actually 8 days, 7 hours, 47 minutes, and 30 seconds or something. All right, so all you have to do, it's pretty easy. You can make a donation. The site is called, let me see here, where's the site? The site is called Fab Over 40, FABOVER 40, and her name is Linda. Like I said, this is her picture. She's got other pictures there. You can read her bio, but she is officially in first place. So now I want to see if this QR code will work. If somebody can try that for me. These are her pictures too down here. She's so beautiful and she's such a sweet girl. All right, so this is her QR code if you want to see her profile and vote for her. And you can vote once a day for free. And then there's like different platforms. Like if you want to donate $10, I think you get to vote 10 times or something. So you can donate. It's for breast cancer awareness. And if she wins, she's going to win some pretty awesome prizes. But I will let you guys see all that. Now, I will say when I was in the chair at the dentist office, I was trying to vote. So when you scan this, it's going to take you to her page, I believe. And then you can scroll down and you can click free to vote. So vote. But then it's going to kick you over to Facebook. And you will have to know your login and your password, which I'm very bad at that. So once you log in, and I think it's because they're being very careful that there's not spammers. So make sure you can log into your Facebook page, and then your vote will count towards Linda. All right. So I wanted to do that shout out for her, but you can see right here, she is currently in first place. Go Linda! Woohoo! All right. I also posted the link down below in the description box if you just want to click that and see her profile, see what her story is. She is a breast cancer survivor, and she works at my dentist office, so she's amazing. All right. Wasn't that a lot, you guys? And it's not over. We're just beginning, right? All right. I'm just clearing off my desk here so we can get started stamping. All right. I'm going to stamp everything with you. We're going to die cut. We're just going to hang out and chit chat, all right? All right, let me see some comments. Code was good. Code works. Yay, Christina, thank you. Linda, the code works, your QR code. I'm so happy. I kept trying to print out your page, and it just kept like doing something wonky. So I thought I'm just going to screenshot it, and then I'm going to take a picture of it, and then I'm going to copy it that way. So, Linda, you're going to win. I'll keep you guys all posted, right? So, since this is going on through December, we might need you guys to vote multiple times. So, I'll remind you periodically through the next few weeks, maybe the next month or so, because we would love for her to win, right? Good luck, Linda, Yoli said. Woo! All right. All right. So, like I had mentioned, this was the gift that I gave to everybody. Now, when you guys go to my blog tomorrow, I got all the name tags. I've got the picture of all these gifts already, because they're already gone, right? So I took a picture beforehand. But these are little treat bags, and I bought big bags of the Jelly Belly popcorn jelly beans, and I put them inside. Such a cute little thing. So they got this when they checked in with their name tag, and then, of course, a raffle ticket. So we're going to make this. and the card we're gonna make, and then also this treat box. I wanna show you who inspired me for this treat box. So it opens up like this. I know if she's on here, she knows who she is. This holds a lot of candy, but also I just put a gift card inside of it and it holds it perfectly. So it does hold a gift card too. And if you don't like the popcorn guy, you can use whatever you want, but you will need the popcorn, the Poppin By Bundle to make these projects if you want to make them just like me. And the Poppin By Bundles on the last chance list, you guys. Oh, I'm so sad. All right, so I'm just really glad we got to use it for this year's retreat because it went perfectly with our theme, right? All right, so let's go ahead and make the card first. The card is inspired from the card sketch, which is, hold on, gotta find it. Nobody move. I want to show you how different it looks, right? All right, sorry, that was my box. I want to show you. I just gotta look for it. Hold on, there it is. All right, so look how different this card sketch, and then this is the Poppin By. So it's the exact same card, but he just changed it up. But you're gonna get all the pieces for this card, for the kit, all right? So let's make the card. This is how the kit is gonna come. It's actually gonna have a little bit extra stuff in there. Of course, your thank you note, a copy of your receipt, and a little snippet of where to find the video and the blog post for everything. So let me just get everything out here, just the way it is when you get the kit. So you're gonna get your thick, basic white. You're gonna also get an envelope for your card. I think I need to score this. So let me get my trimmer. Are we ready? Where did you get the, oh, Amazon. Amazon. I would send them to you guys in the mail, but it's gonna make my envelope bumpy, so I can't pay extra shipping. It's crazy. But yes, you can buy, let me go get the bag. I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on, because I do have a little bit left in my bag from when I bought them. One moment, please. These are this is the bag of popcorn jelly beans. You can see I cut it off. Jelly Belly, popcorn, buttered popcorn. They're so good. But this is actually a kind of a small bag, but you only get, you know, you can really just put like 10, maybe, I don't know, 9 or 10 jelly beans in there. But you can put other candy in there, all right? But that's what they look like on Amazon. Okay, not cheap. But that was really the only thing I could find to fit in that bag for the popcorn. All right, so our card base is cut at 5.5 by 8.5. The thick basic white, scoring it at 4 1/4. I believe your card base will be scored for you, I believe. All right. And then all your pieces here, you got black and yellow, which are cut at 1 inch by 4. And then Poppy Parade and Daffodil and Black, 1 inch by 4. Poppy Parade and Daffodil cut at 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then you're gonna have your circle, which the finished size is about 2 5/8-ish. Is that what I put? It says 2.5 inch style, or 2.5. Yeah, I guess it could be 2.5, but it's about 2.5, 2 5/8, all right? All right, so before we start putting all our pieces together for our projects, you're gonna have your basic white and your basic black. Remember, I cut the corners so you know that this is the scrap. See that? And this one. So we're gonna cut and stamp our popcorns and our little popcorn guys. So let me stamp everything. And this is the way you're gonna stamp it on your scrap. We're gonna stamp, I'm gonna stamp my daffodil first. Can you guys hear me okay? Awesome, Laura. I'm sure you'll find them. All right, so let's stamp our top of our popcorn guy. and just the daffodil. I'm gonna make sure I did clean that. And we're just gonna stamp along the edge. I'm gonna stamp along the bottom edge. And you only need to get the kernels right here, okay? So stamp that 3 times. Okay, let me get my chamois. All right, and then we're gonna stamp the whole popcorn guy. Well, you can just stamp the below the popcorn kernels, but you still want to stamp a little bit of the popcorn. So I'm just trying to utilize this piece of basic white really, really good. So we're gonna stamp the popcorn guy, right? So let me think here. I'm gonna stamp him, and I don't need the whole popcorn kernels because we are gonna be cutting that out. So I'd rather use more of the popcorn guy than to we need his feet, right? So let me stamp this one over here. I'd rather die cut his face out and then just hand cut out the edges of the kernels, right? The popcorn part. All right. And then you're going to use one of your edges for the greeting, which is popping in to say hello, and that's going to be with your Memento ink. Hopefully I've left enough space. Okay, so popping by, just say hello. Just up on the top. Oh, I didn't do that good. Let me flip this over. Let me make sure. Don't want to stamp that out. There we go. All right, let me cut that out first before we go any further, because I don't want to forget when I'm cutting out my kernels or my popcorn things, you know. All right, I think this is right here. I think that's good right there. I'm just holding it up to the light so I can see right where to cut. Yep, that's good. All right. So let's just cut this out first. Okay, so at least we have the greeting cut out, right? And then the rest of your basic white pieces will be for your popcorns. So let's get our die cut machine. And then we got to cut out the feet and the glasses. Greeting, my pop, just trying to clear off my desk, right? All right, let me get my platform number 1 and number 2 for die cutting, and number 3 acrylic. All right, we're gonna cut out our popcorn first. These are what the dies you'll need. You'll need well, I'm actually cutting these 2 circles out for you. And the punches too. All right, so let's cut out our little popcorn guy. Just gonna put this die over there. Sorry if my table's moving. Oh, please don't let anything fall. Right? Okay, so there's one. You could have moved this little popcorn guy up a little bit more than what I did. You want to have enough basic white to cut out 5 popcorns. I know you can do it, because I did it. It's just right now with it being live, you know. Cut this one out. I was telling somebody at the retreat that if you cut all your popcorn guys out first, when we did all the class for the Poppin By, there was, I think there was 4 cards in that class. And if they did everything beforehand, like die cut everything out, then they could just go back to the table and put it together. Now we're cutting out the yellow piece for the popcorn. Remember, this bundle is on the last chance list. And my adventure together, remember the motorhome? That is sold out now. Oh, that's so sad. Hi, Rebecca. It is such a cute set. I think I fell in love with it even more after, when I was preparing for the retreat, just because I had never done a themed retreat before. And it was just so fun making all the name tags and the goodie bags for them to check in. And then I made did you guys see my blog post from yesterday with the banner? Because I was trying to do like a theme for my display boards, and I made banners. So I made a fall Christmas one that said Merry. And then I did do a Halloween one, but I didn't show you that because that's in this month's tutorials for the for the Creativity Files tutorials. That is my project that I did. So, and then I did a pop one for the popcorn. But you guys got to see the pop one because I made the last banner with actual popcorn kernels as a shaker. It's so cute. Actually, I could probably go get it and show you guys. It's so cute. All right, so now on my popcorns, I'm going to cut all 3 of my popcorns. And I just line them up and I put a piece of the Post-it note tape on there so that this holds both pieces together. The cutout piece and then I'm just going to try to get these as close as possible. So you need 5 of these. Okay, there's 3. So Richard is closing up our pool. He started doing it last night and then it got to be too dark. So tonight he's coming home and he's putting the cover on. And we're done with the pool. So sad. It goes by so fast, doesn't it? Let me get my pokey tool here so I can pop my kernels out here. There we go. 1. And it doesn't matter which one you use. They're all super cute. They're just little popcorns, you know, like fluffy popcorns. We're going to make them buttered with the blender brush. But you don't have to. So many of you guys have heard me on my video saying about getting movie popcorn. You go and get the... I'm going to see if I can get one more out of this. I don't think I'm going to... But I do have extra cut out. I think I'm going to be able to fit it in here, though. So you got to ask for real butter at the movie theater when you go. But it's behind the counter. And I think it's like $1.50 or something more. I think I'm going to get it in there. We'll see. You're going to use your whole piece for all 3 projects. Why do they do that when they're so popular? The set, I don't know. Well, okay, so now this is a thing. You guys know we kind of talked about it. The new packaging and that they're getting rid of the red rubber. And look, this is a red rubber stamp. So I'm thinking that's probably the main reason. But, oh, look, this one's kind of cut short there. So I'll replace that one. But just know when you're stamping, allow for 5 popcorns, all right? It can be done, because I did it, but then I didn't do it. All right, so I think it's because it's red rubber, and yeah, I think that's the main reason, to tell you the truth. I don't know. I wish I knew. I used to think that Stampin' Up! Only kept things that were popular. That's what, I mean, because I've been a demo for 22 years now, and I don't think that's the case. I mean, I'm sure they're keeping popular things around, but I also think that, you know, like the red rubber issue now, so the new packaging, Okay, so I'm gonna just do these 4 here right now because I have, this one is kind of messed up. Even though, look, I could probably trim around that and make it work. Look, nobody would know. Let's just do that one too, right? All right, let me get my daffodil. Daffodil ink, you'll need that. And your blending brush. And we're just gonna make these popcorns with butter. Because butter makes it better. Real butter. Right? See, which one is it? Let me mix it up. See if you guys can tell which one it was that I messed up. Is it under cup number 1? Cup number 2? Which one is it? Can you guys seriously tell which one it is? No. So, it will fit on your piece, I promise. It's just make sure you're stamping more of your popcorn face and not so much of this. Because this is just wasted pieces here. So we're going to remove this Poppy Parade piece with the popcorn. All we need is the container. But you don't want to stamp it so close where you can't cut it off. You know what I mean? So there's one. We're going to do all 3 the exact same way. And if you've cut it over like a little bit too much, see how mine is over here a little bit? Just trim it down. It's no problem. So I called our new hotel and I'm waiting for her to get back to me. Richard says I need to call again. So I think tomorrow I might just call back up there. But the hotel is so amazing, you guys, for next year's retreat. Those of you that VIP'd, you guys will be the first to see it. My team has already seen it. And they're like, holy moly, how much is that going to be? And I'm like, the room is pretty close to the same price, but of course, when we get a block of rooms for the retreat, you know, they give us a discounted rate. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be pretty similar to what we have at the current hotel. I'm so excited. The room is so big and so bright and so beautiful. It's got 4 chandeliers. It's got like a little check-in room. So, I mean, not like a room, but you like close the doors behind you and you have like a little table outside and they have a sign and you check in there. I just think it's so cute. All right, so now these are just the daffodil popcorns, remember? So now we're going to glue these pieces together. So we're going to glue the Poppy Parade, and I'm just putting the glue on the container part of the daffodil. And then take my Poppy Parade, I'm just kind of spreading that glue around. Right, so then you got your popcorn jello, and the container is the Poppy Parade. We'll trim this down too once we get it all glued together. Oh, we got to die cut our feet out too. Man, I was supposed to do that. Okay. So we'll do this while we're letting that set to dry, all right? So let me clear this all off. All right, those are our pieces. Now let's get our die cut machine back. You got a little piece of scrap of the basic black. And we're gonna again cut feet. Where did that piece go? There it is. It's underneath my platform. All right. The dies. Where are my dies? There they are. All right, so you're just gonna die cut out the glasses and the shoes. This is what makes them so cute. Right? Should get 3 cuts for each. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. All right. Get my pokey tool again. Pop out the glasses and the shoes. There's one. There's the right side. Let's do it again. Yoli prefers the red rubber. I love our clear mount or our photopolymer. You know, I feel like change is always so hard for everybody, me included. You know, the changes, but I've learned over the last 22 years that if you don't go with the flow, then, you know. And just like our in colors, when we get new in colors and they retire the last in colors, it's like it's a big adjustment getting used to all the new colors, but we end up loving them too, you know? So I just think change in itself is just hard. But think of your storage area, Yoli. Look at how much space we're going to be saving, even just from a DVD case to the envelopes now. It's going to be amazing. I have not even had a chance. I did get an order with new stuff for the pre-order for November. So I'm going to be kind of finagling around where I'm going to put everything myself. So I'm in the same boat as you guys. Popping my shoes out. They're so cute. Don't lose them glasses and those shoes. Those make the little popcorn die. All right, I think that's all the die cutting now that you'll have to do. All right, now let me trim out. See, this one just hangs over a little bit. It's just a matter of trimming it out. This one's hanging over a little bit over here too. Oh, all three of them are hanging over in the same spot. Nothing a little snip won't fix. All right, now get your tweezers, and I'm going to put the glasses on. There is a right or a front and a back to the glasses. The glasses are more smoother on the front, so flip that over. And I love using just the liquid glue. You can use your adhesive sheets if you want, but liquid glue works really good for me, especially if you're not a heavy squeezer. Don't squeeze it so hard where you get big blobs of glue. You know, that's the trick with these glasses. A little bit. Just like a little tap. Then you can spread it around. Okay? Yeah, I feel like now that it's kind of died down a little bit from my retreat, because my retreat really was taking center stage because I had to do so much. Now that we're kind of calming down, maybe I'll start offering more classes. I don't think it's going to be a weekly class like we did before, but maybe once a month we can do a class. Let me know what you guys think about that. All right, and then for the shoes, I find just adding a little bit of glue on the feet, and then take your pick tool. And again, like I had mentioned, the shoes do go on a certain way. There's a left and a right. And you can see the left here has got like an embossed on the front. So that goes on the left. I'm just looking at with the light hitting it here. This one's the right. He's so cute. Look how cute he is. Okay, this one's backwards. Whoop, that one's the left. He's pretty easy to put together. At least you don't have to fussy cut them, right? That would be the pits. Except for the popcorn, but it's really easy. That's backwards. Do you like my black nails? I was trying to go for the spooky for Halloween. I don't think I'm going to make it for Halloween, but we're going to, for those of you guys that live in Michigan, there is the Crossroads or Huckleberry Village. It's about an hour drive for us. But Jesse and Nick and the boys, Griffith, Hunter, and Garrett, and me and Richard are all going up to Huckleberry Village this Saturday. It's like $27 to get in per person, but you get the train ride. And I guess the train ride's like 40 minutes. So we're going to go Saturday evening. And I guess they do a little trick-or-treating for the kids. So they'll dress up. I'm not dressing up. I'm just there for the kids, right? So there's our cute little popcorn, guys. So you're going to need 3 of those and 5 of your... Did you guys decide which one it was that I messed up on? You can't tell. All right, so let's make the card. So now the card is actually like a little weave action, like a basket weave, kind of. So remember, this is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then you're going to get your pieces. I'm going to put my very first one, my Poppy Parade. This is the 1 inch by 5 1/4 at the bottom. Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hold on. I want to take my embossing buddy. I don't want to, because this is where I'm going to be weaving it right down here like this. Okay, so we're going to put this piece down first. Oh, wait, we don't want to go to the edge. 5 1/4 right there. And then my yellow daffodil piece is going to go under my Poppy Parade, right over here. Remember, this is cut at 4 by 1 inch. Okay. And then my other daffodil, let me see, how did I do this? Okay, so my black piece is going to go under. Okay, so this is going to go over my daffodil, like that. And then my black piece is going to go under and over, like that. But see, this piece is really going to be covered up with my circle. See, it's like the secret underneath everything. So this is going to go under and then over the Poppy Parade. I'm trying to guide it over here. Hold on. We'll do it like this. There we go. Okay, and you're leaving a space, right, top and bottom. And then you can go back and add more glue if you need to, right? So all our pieces are stuck down really cute. Move them over. That's the beauty of the liquid glue. Nothing's permanent. Okay, so there's our little weavy part of the card. Then we're going to take our circle. Now I'm just going to use this popcorn guy as a guide. So this is going to go on my circle, but we're going to take our Memento ink and I'm going to stamp, pop, 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 right along the side. Just making sure that's somewhat straight. Okay, so we're going to stamp this one up here, pop, and then one straight on, and then one down at the angle like that. So there, let me zoom in a little bit. Sorry, guys. I should have been zoomed in when I was die cutting. There we go. Is that better? So pop, pop, pop right along the side, and then we're going to pop this, no pun intended, we're going to pop this popcorn guy up on dimensionals. Take a couple of those. Secure where he's glued together. Put him on my circle right there. And then see how this is going to kind of cover up that weaving action right there. And then that's going to get popped up on dimensionals again. You will have to have your own dimensionals. Yes, you're right, Yoli said. I need those tweezers. Well, actually, these are the tweezers in the kit, but I brought everything over from my office. So these ones I found on Amazon. So, yeah, all right, so pop, pop, pop goes here. And then my greeting, remember we cut that out first. So now leave a little edge at the hello part because this is going to slide up underneath one of my popcorns. And I don't think I'm going to have enough here on the edge to flag. I'm going to see here. Let's just see. We're going to pin at the end here a little bit. The pop end. The pop in. Yeah, I think it'll work. It's not perfect. I do have another one made, but for the sake of the video, I'm showing you exactly what you're going to do. So we're going to take 3 of our popcorn kernels and pop those up on dimensionals. Any 3 that you want. Put that there. Put this one up top. Over here on my black stripe. And then one more on the bottom down here. See, that's the one I messed up. Can you tell? Let me show you up close. There are no mistakes in stamping. You can see it, but it just looks like it's a bite. All right, and then we're going to take our dimensionals here, put 2 on the back. And then with this little space here, I'm going to slide that underneath the popcorn. Actually, I'm going to slide this popcorn over. Put that right there. Whoop. And then put my popcorn over that. Just like that. So there's your card. Isn't it cute? Popping in to say hello. And then, now for my inside, I stamped it with the Poppy Parade, but I didn't like it. So I stamped a circle and I put it over it. Just know that for your card, you're not getting a circle. You're just going to stamp it in the black. Or if you like the Poppy Parade, do that one. Okay? So this is going to say, no one's better than you. Let me make sure here. All right, let me make sure this is stamping straight. Yep. So then just stamp this in the center of your card. And then you can also take your blending brush, which is where, right here, it's just a little bit of yellow on there still. Just kind of go over that a little bit. Okay, so there's the inside, and there's the front. So cute. And then you got your envelope. So you can put that in your envelope and send that to somebody that you like, right? All right, now let's do the treat bag. You will get the treat bag, but not the popcorn jelly beans, remember. You'll get all your pieces. You can get these bags on Amazon. I do believe on the PDF I have a link for the bags. They are kind of tight, so when you put something, see now, like when I did the bag, let me show you exactly what I did for my retreat. Ugh. Hold on, there we go. Okay, and then what I also like about the bag is it's got a little see-through window on the front. You can get these in craft color too, like a crumb cake color. But the white is perfect for my popcorn theme. So then what I did is I just took my jelly beans and I just poured them in there. Just like that. Okay? So then they show through the window. But I'm not going to put the popcorn in it until after I decorate it. So I'll give those to Richard. All right, so now let me flip my page here to see what I did. All right, so we're going to stamp the Pop, Pop, Pop in the Memento ink on the Poppy Parade in all different directions. Just random. Just decorating it like your designer paper, kind of, you know? No rhyme or reason. Let me stamp one more here. There we go. All right, and then we're going to take our glue, and we're just going to glue this right onto the bag. And you can see right where it's going to fit. So the Poppy Parade is going to fit right here on this strip. And then you're going to skip the window, and then you're going to put your basic black piece down at the bottom. So your Poppy Parade, these are 3.5 by, how big are these bags? 3.5 by 5.5-ish. So I do cut your strips a little bit longer, just because I like to cut them down to size. So it is long for a reason, okay? And then take your daffodil in your basic black. You're going to make a little stripe down the center of your black with the daffodil. It's much easier to decorate this bag with it not stuffed with stuff in it. You know, your jelly beans or candy. Somebody's calling me and I don't know who they are. Am I okay on the live? You guys are always coming to my rescue here. All right, so then this is going to go on the bottom. Okay? And then trim it down. Flip it over. Trim this one down, the black. Such a cute little gift. You could even put like candy in these for trick-or-treating if you wanted. All right, and then you have your 2 circles. Actually, this is not the circle I want. I want to cut another circle. You'll have the correct circle. I need some basic white. Hold on a second. We're going to cut 1.5-inch circle. This will be in your kit. 1.5. We don't have the 1.5-inch circle punch anymore. So 1.5-inch circle. And then this is the 1 3/4-inch circle, which is right here. And that's with the Poppy Parade. And we're going to stamp "No One's Better Than You" on this circle. And we're going to glue that together with the Poppy Parade. No one's better than you. Okay, this is going to get dimensionals. And your little popcorn guy is going to get dimensionals. And you're going to use your last 2 pieces of popcorn for the bag. Okay. All right. Let's put our greeting on first, and then we'll decorate the popcorn guy around this. All right, so this is going to go down here at the bottom. And then our popcorn guy is going to go up at the top here. And then 2 of your kernels are just going to go around this area. Just like that. And then let's put our popcorn in. I should count. How many did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so like 8 or 10. So it's not like a lot. So this bag went really far. I mean, I made 30. Oh, wait, I made actually 32, 33. I think I made 34. So you can see the popcorn. And regular candy will fit too. So there's your treat bag. So cute. So you'll get this in your kit. All right. I'm going to give these ones to Richard. He'll like it. He'll need a little sugar after he covers the pool tonight. All right. Now let's make our box. Our box is from, remember we showed you this box? This was inspired from Dawn and Trina's 3D swap. And this was their box. I showed you guys this box last week. It holds candy. I think I adjusted it a little bit because I felt like I wanted to fit it into a 6x9 manila envelope. I think when I broke this apart, I think hers was 4 1/4 by 11. So I'm cutting mine at 4 1/4 by 10, I believe. Okay, so you can see, if you don't want to use the popcorn guy, you can decorate it however you want. All right. So on your PDF, you'll have pictures of the box opened and all that good stuff. All right, so now in your kit, you're going to get your circles, which this little one is going to be for the pulley for the box to open up, so the receiver knows to pull it up. And it is scored in about center, so you're just going to fold that in half. And then you have your other circle. This is a stylish shape, which is about 2 1/8 inch circle with the daffodil. Then your 2 pieces of designer paper. This is the Modern Christmas. Remember, we liked this paper for the popcorn guy. I said we didn't really have very many pieces of designer paper in black and white, but this pack of paper is amazing. And then the other side, it is a specialty paper, so you do have gold on the other side, black, white, and gold, and then black and white on the other side. So 2 pieces. This piece is cut at 2 1/8 by 2 3/8. This piece is cut at 2 1/8 by 1 7/8. Okay, so let's get our paper trimmer. In your black cardstock, let me just double check everything. This is cut at 4, so you'll be able to get 2 of these boxes from 1 piece of cardstock at your 8.5 by 11. So this is cut at 4 1/4 by 10. Yes, and we're going to score this at 2 1/2. I think this is scored for you too in your kit. I'm just showing you how to make it. 2 1/2, 3 1/2, 7, and 8. And we're going to turn it on the 4 1/4 inch side, and we're going to score 1 inch on both sides. So 1 inch over here. I'm using the right hand side of my trimmer, and then 1 inch over here. Okay, that's it. We're going to fold our score lines. The larger end is going to be for the front of your box. So this is the front. This is the larger end. So you can see my circle here is telling them to lift it up. Okay. So the larger end of your box, which is right over here, is going to be the front of your box. So let's cut our tabs. And I'm going to cut onto the tab. We're going to do both sides the exact same way. And I'm going to angle cut or miter cut. So those tabs are nice when they fold up. Don't go nowhere. We're still going to go through my gifts. I'm just going to do these really quick here. I got to miter the other side. Well, I really mitered that one a lot, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. Like Griffith says, he fell when Jessie had her sourdough class here on Saturday, and I got to babysit Griffith. So he comes in the living room and he falls. He's got like such a cute little personality now. He's like talking like a teenager, which I'm sure it's because of his teenager brothers. But he fell, and he looks at me, and he raises his hand, and he's like, I'm okay. I'm like, okay, Griffith, I'm really glad you're okay. All right, so you can see our tabs. Now we're going to cut those in half. Cut the tabs in half, not anything else, just the tabs. So this is going to make the box a little less bulky on the sides. So when you're tucking that in, that's going to be a little bit more of a smoother action. Okay. All right, so this is the smaller end, this is the larger end. So this is going to be the front of our box. Let me fold all our, actually let me burnish this with the foam folder. I hear Richard. I was thinking he was coming down, but he wasn't. He's just sneaking around. There he is. Hi.
Hi, honey.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
Hi, honey, I'm home.
We got some orders for left blocks.
Really?
I'm so excited, yes.
I can't believe what Chris did with them. Holy cow, it looks really good.
I know, you got my picture. All right, so now we're going to finish the box.
What are we making?
We're making this cute box.
Is that the one? Is that the popcorn one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it is cute. Jeez.
That's from Dawn and Trina one. All right, so now we're going to put our adhesive, our liquid glue. I'm using liquid glue. You can put tear and tape. I got to cut this down here. All right, so we're gonna put our tabs in like that. Sorry, we zoomed in, I gotta remember that. All right, and we're gonna put adhesive only on the tabs. Right.
I'm gonna go put the pool cover on, okay?
Okay.
Okay, have fun.
Okay, we will. You have fun.
Hi, girls.
And Mario's here too.
Mario. Hi, Mario.
Yes. All right, so now on our tabs, we're going to stick them to this center part here to the box. Because remember, we want to open and close the top and the bottom. So we're just going to put our tab into the center here. And I got all these clothespins. These are for my display boards at the retreat. So I have lots. So we're just going to clip these tabs to my box. Since I'm using liquid glue, it will hold it nicely in place till it dries a little bit. Pull that down. Hold on. There we go. Okay. I got big clothespins too. These are at the Dollar Tree. Well, I should say $1.25. I heard, doesn't it Carol that said at the retreat it's $1.50 now? That one's kind of crooked. $1.50 at the retreat. All right, so just holding those together for my box. And then while that's drying, we can put our designer paper so you can see the difference in the sizes here. Right, and they're both going the same way. So this one's going to go on the bottom piece. You can decorate the sides if you want in the back, but we are not doing that today. This even looks like popcorn, doesn't it? So cute. And then this one is going to go up top over here. Keeping it pretty simple. You could stamp on the inside of the box. I'll show you on the finished one while we let this dry for a minute. But on the finished one, I was thinking of putting like a greeting here, but it's too big. But you could always put like your no one's better than you here, circle. You could actually put in an insert here. Remember, this holds a gift card too. You could actually put in an insert. Let me see what this measures here really quick. So I would cut this insert if you're wanting to do that. This would be, I would cut it at maybe 2 3/8. 2 3/8. This is black on black here. All right, yeah, 2 3/8 by 3 3/8. That might be good. You know what? Let me just try that while we're sitting here. Let me see if I got a piece big enough for my white. I got all these scrap pieces. I don't think they're going to be big enough. Oh, maybe they will. Hold on. Okay, what did we say? 2 3/8. Ooh. Okay, so let's just do 2 1/8. Because this is already cut at 2 1/8. By 3 3/8. I think that's what I said, right? That's the half. That's the 8th mark before the half. So this one is 2 1/8. I would say 2 3/8. Let's see if you want to put, oh yeah, look. So if you wanted to put a little insert in there to say, you know, like trick-or-treating or whatever, happy Halloween, you could stamp this. This is 2 1/8 by 3 3/8. And that fits pretty good. Okay, that is not in your kit though. But if you want to add to it, you can definitely do that. Okay. But look, it holds cute candy. I have to have a special place. We kept buying candy for the retreat. Richard kept eating it. Yeah. He thought it was trick-or-treating in my basement. And I'm like, honey, this candy is for the retreat. So I started hiding it. All right, let's see how we're doing here. I think that's good. Okay, so you're going to close up the small one first. Then you got a little peekaboo window there. Right, and then this is going to fold over top of that second one. Hold on. There we go. And it's a snug fit, so it holds it shut. Really, really cute. Okay, so now let's decorate it. So remember that circle? This is a 1.5. What is this circle? 1 3/8 circle, I think that one is. So we're just gonna put glue on both sides. We're gonna put it on the large side. So I'm just gonna stick it up a little bit, centering it. The center of my little large. Wow, that's really crooked. There, that's better. Okay. Is that what I did? Oh, I put the designer paper under it or over it. Hold on, let's see if I can fix that. Put your circle on first before the designer paper. I think I can fix it. One moment, please. We're gonna fix it, right? It's just gonna stick up a little bit more than what my other one did. And then your designer paper covers it, okay? So mine sticks up more than this one, but you get the idea. Put your designer paper over top of that circle, okay? And then our circle again, we're gonna use our little popcorn guy, use him as a guide, and we're gonna take the pop with the memento, and we're gonna stamp that again, pop, pop, pop. Kind of like a sun ray, pop, pop, pop. Just like that. Pop him up on dimensionals. Okay, what was that? Only problem with hiding it is remembering where you hid it. Oh, I know where I hide the candy because he knows I use it for videos like this, you know? It's just the issue is that I don't want him to find it. But we had peanut butter, Reese's peanut butter, you know, candies. Then we had Laffy Taffy. Then we had gummy bears. Then we had the Nerds candy. I'm telling you. All right, so then close up your box. Of course, you're gonna put candy in it or a gift card. I love how snug this is when you make it with the cardstock. Hold on. There, okay? And then put your pop, pop, pop right in the center of your box. You could actually put some rhinestones there too if you wanted. I didn't lift it up enough to center it, but you get the idea. Make sure you put it on before the designer paper, that's all. So here's the first one. So cute, exactly the same. All right, so remember, this is a class number 51. That's where we left off with the last classes we were doing. And you're gonna get everything to make this card, this box, and you're gonna get the pouch, the candy treat bag, all the pieces to make your projects today. Right, and if I run out of, I think I got a handful of kits already ready to go. I did mail out some today, but I might have to order some more designer paper, but I think I might have enough. But when your order reaches $50, oh, Laffy Taffy, I know. This is more like saltwater taffy, I should say. I should clarify. It's like the big bag of saltwater taffy. They had like a whole bunch of different flavors. It was really cute, really good. All right, so orders of $50. Remember, this is your $50 order must be $50 even after you add in your Stampin' Rewards. Remember, for every $20 you guys are placing an order for $20 not increments, but $20 starts the rewards. So you'll get 10% on your first $20, and then you can cash those rewards in, or you can save them, bank them up, cash them in for a bigger item. But if you are cashing in rewards, so let's say your order comes to $50, your subtotal, and then let's say you add $5 in rewards. So then that's going to remove the $5 from the $50, and then guess what? It's going to make your grand total $45. So you need to hit that $50 threshold to get the kit. And then that's before shipping and tax as well, all right? So just keep that in mind. So you must have a $50 order, and then I will send out the kit. The kits are going out as soon as possible, but I'm saying I'm going to start sending them out on Monday in case I run out. All right. So you'll get the kit, and then there's a reference in the kit to show you where the blog post is so you can refer back to the video and make them right along with me. I really like the new rewards program. Awesome, Laura. That's great to hear. Thank you. All right, so those are the 3 projects in your kit. Now, let's show you some gifts that we got at the retreat. There are a lot. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room here. Let me clean up my area. Just give me one moment. One moment. Like I said, I have so much stuff over here. Gotta put all my dies away. Okay. I got all my kits, or all my gifts right behind me so we can easily grab them, but I need a place to put them on my desk, right? Right, let me get my waste paper basket here and scoop all this up in the garbage. We have a lot. Oh, you know what? Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Whoa. All right, let me scoop all this out. Being a tidy stamper, right? All right. Now, the gifts are in no particular order. They're all so awesome. All right, so the first bag here is from Carol. She gave me a shirt with an amazing card. Look at this card. Congrats. Listen, honey, God didn't promise it would be easy. He just promised it would be worth it. And this is congratulating me on my 3 million. So awesome, Carol. Thank you. I love it. And then she made this shirt for me. It's so awesome. I haven't even worn it yet, Carol. But look, on the sleeve, she has, you know, Stampin' Up. And I do believe we're going to go through her lady to get the shirts for next year's retreat because they're so soft. But look, so Stampin' Up. And then the shirt, let me fold it here. So it says Glitter Queen 3 million. Isn't that awesome? And it's purple. I love it. I love it, Carol. Thank you so much. So that was one of the gifts. All right, let's bring this one over here. All right, this was, there was a lot of people that went up to Bronner. So we promote going up to Frankenmuth. Frankenmuth is about 45 minutes from the retreat, and it's worth the drive. I mean, just to go up to the Christmas store, and this is what the Christmas store, it's Bronner's. It is such an amazing store. So many of my girls went up there this year, and they brought me back so many beautiful ornaments. Let me get them all out here. Hold on, there's one, and where is the other one? There is one over here. Hold on. So I'll just show you all these together. So cute. So this one, I gotta see who it is, what it is first, and I'll tell you who it's from. This one, oh, this is from Chris. Chris is the one that said about the block holder. She knows me so well. Purple glitter Christmas ornament. She had it personalized with my name. They do personalizing up there with the ornaments. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. So that was from Chris. Then I think this one is from Janelle. She had emailed me. She said, I gave you the ornament too. Thank you, Janelle. So this one is so perfect for Griffith too because it's so little. But look, it's a little tiny pickle. This is a German tradition. I believe the pickle, you hide it in the Christmas tree, and the one that finds the pickle first gets the first gift for Christmas to open it. I believe that's the tradition, but isn't it cute? I can just see his little hands getting that. So cute. That was from Janelle. Thank you, Janelle. All right, those are done. Clearing off my desk. All right. Now the next one, she gave me a card too. I don't know. I think it's in the box. This one is from Paula, but I want to show you this amazing ribbon. Look at that. It looks kind of like a snake, but it looks like a Harley thing, doesn't it? I love like how masculine that is. I love it. And she gave me this really awesome card. So cute. Thank you, Paula. And then she made a little note in here. Thank you, Paula. But her gift, oh my gosh, we were all laughing so hard, but look. I love it. The popcorn with the popcorn theme for the retreat, and she gave me a popcorn ornament. Isn't it adorable? Look, and she wrote the date, October 2025. So I'll always remember our retreat with the popcorn theme. It's so cute. I love it. Thank you, Paula. Oh, so cute. All right. Then this bag of goodies. Now, we don't have everything in here. This is from Cindy Bennett. Cynthia, are you on here still? Oh, yeah, there you are, Cindy. Cindy came to our retreat from South Dakota, and we all know South Dakota is big for motorcycles. They got Sturgis up there. So Cindy brought Richard a Sturgis, and it's their anniversary. I think it's this year, right? What is it, 75 or 80 or something? I don't know, but Richard loved it. Cindy got Richard a Harley Davidson motorcycle shirt from Sturgis, and then she got all this bag of goodies here. So these are so good. Pickled corn puffs, and then she got us both a cozy koozie from Sturgis. So awesome. Look at all those bikes. Love it. And then this is what she said. Look, Cindy, I haven't even opened it. I can hardly wait. Let me actually open it right now. I'm going to put this in my kitchen right now. She said these towels are amazing. Who have used these towels? This is the name of the company. Kitchen Tea Towel, and it's Gometry. And it's like a little tea towel. But I think this one is, let me open it. I think this has got the Mount Rushmore on there, doesn't it? Oh, look at it. It's nice and big. Hold on. Oh, it does. Look. Mount Rushmore. Ah, I love it. So nice. But I think they're, oh, look, South Dakota. That's where she's from. Love it. Thank you, Cindy. I can't wait to use it. When I looked them up online, these towels are very absorbent, right? Cindy, you're going to have to tell 85th anniversary. All right, I knew it was up there for Sturgis. You're going to have to tell me a little bit more about these towels. I love them. I can't wait to use it. Oh, and then she gave me this beautiful card in here too. Look, Dawn and Richard. Yeah. Isn't it cute? My favorite color. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy has been my customer for 20 years. She figured it out. She told me, she said, I've been with you for 20 years. She's been a faithful customer for 20 years. So I'm like, I've been a demonstrator for 22 years. I said, you've been with me that long? And she said, yes. I love it. Thank you so much, Cindy. I love the arches, and I love the color. Thank you, thank you. And the purple bag. And look at the tissue. Isn't this, no, yep. Was this, yeah, this is from you, Cindy. Sparkly. Can you see the sparkles on the tissue paper? Yeah. She knows me so well, right? All right. I'm so happy to be able to take all this stuff upstairs now, right? And use it. I love it. All right. Now, let's grab a couple other gifts over here. All right. I forget who gave me these, but these are pear candy, I believe. I don't remember. Who's on here that remembers this? I want to open them up and try it. I hope they are candy and they're not soap. I'm pretty sure they're candy. But thank you so much for this sweet little treat. So beautifully decorated. And then this right here, look at this cute little bag. So this is from Christy. It's a card, but it's attached to the bag. See that? And the card slides out. Isn't that cute? So these items in this treat bag, her husband makes. And I'm like, oh, so you promote your husband like I do mine with the 3D stuff. And she said, most definitely. So her husband makes this pina colada hand and body lotion, which smells heavenly. I actually put it on at the retreat. It smells and feels really awesome. And then this pina colada soap he makes. Isn't that awesome? I love it, Christy. Thank you. Oh, and look, there's chapstick in here too. I didn't even know that was in there. Oh, he makes chapstick lip balm too? Wow. Is this... Oh, that's pina colada too. Christy, thank you. I love it. So cute. Isn't that cute? And she did a little pina colada there. This is from Yoli. Yoli, I'm going to open up your bag finally. I said I didn't want to open it because it was so cute. But look, she decorated it in the popcorn. I think everybody liked the popcorn theme this year. But look at the cute little tag. Popping in to say thank you. So cute. All right. Opening it. And then she got a little twist tie on here. So cute. Sorry, I should have opened this already, but I told her I was going to open it when we did it live. Look how cute in the crinkle paper. So cute. Look at all the popcorn, guys. And she even put the glasses on the popcorn. Well, let's see here. Open it up. Ooh, look at that. She gave us a movie gift card. Yoli, that's so nice. Thank you. Me and Richard love going to the show. And then this is a box too. Oh, look. Little bag of popcorn. So, so cute, Yoli. I love it. So cute. Yes, Richard and I will definitely go to the show once something good comes out, right? I feel like it's a lot of haunted stuff, you know, Halloween-y stuff. I don't really like that kind of stuff, but yeah, we'll definitely use that. Thank you, Yoli. All right, let's show you. This is from Stacy. Stacy is my glitter queen. She knows that I like glitter. This has got glitter on the tissue paper too. She gave me and Richard both one of these holders. She said she got these at Target. Richard got a pumpkin, which is upstairs. And this was my witchy one. She made cute tags. But look how cute this is. This opens up. And inside is all this candy. Isn't that cute? And they know I love paydays. Devette gave me a payday at the retreat. I already ate it though, but Devette gave me a payday. Stacy gave me a payday. Stacy and Devette used to come to the house for the retreat. We did the retreat at the house for like 11 years. And that was one of my treats I always put down, that, you know, the kind of candy bar I liked. I don't eat them much anymore, but it is nice to have one here and there. But isn't that cute? Little container full of goodies. And then inside my bag here. So I don't dare show this to Jessica because Jessica likes foxes, because my maiden name is Fox. But isn't that beautiful? It's like wood carving and it's in the shape of a fox. And she got this at some street fair or something. And me and Richard both said we could put like a heavy duty magnet on that and put it on the fridge or something. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, I love it so much, Stacy. And then, let me see, I forget. Oh yeah, she gave me pickled socks. You're kind of a big deal, or big deal. And it's got pickle. Look, it's got pickled like it's a pickle foot. So funny. Isn't it cute? You're kind of a big deal. She said, every item in this bag reminded me of you when I bought it. I'm like, oh, Stacy. That's so sweet. And then this. Oh, yeah, I remember what this is. Me and Richard and her had a good laugh on this one. Look how cute this is. It's like a stuffed animal, but it's a keychain. Just deal with it. It's not like a talking one. It's just a soft, plushy animal. Griffith would love this. I should say soft, plushy pickle. I said to her, I probably should hang this from my car window, my rearview mirror. How cute is that? Anybody that knows me knows I love dill pickles, right? Anytime I just even think about it, my mouth starts watering. Thank you, Stacy. Richard got, I think, a pumpkin squash manly soap. He got the candy thing. I forget what else he got. He's got it all upstairs, Stacy. I would show you all that he got too, but he's already taken it over. All right. We got more items here. All right, this is also from Christy. Christy was the one with the soap and the lotion, remember? Now, I must say, I've already gotten into these. These are so good. These are dill pickle peanuts. These are so, so good. Look, I've already gotten into it. No judging. They are very subtle. And, Richard and I both love them. So, so good. And they smell so good, too. My mouth was watering. And then she also got me a pair of socks. You guys all know me so well. Look, pickles, just a girl who loves pickles. I don't know where you guys find all this stuff at. There's got to be a pickle store somewhere. Isn't that cute? Thank you, Christy. She put them in these cute little tote thing, but Lord knows, I know I can't put that back in there, but finally I can take these peanuts upstairs and I can eat them. This is from Rena. Rena made this and showed this at her presentation, and it's so beautiful. It's like a little mini scrap album. She used the Be Mine dies, the octagons. You guys know what I'm talking about. And she made a little album, but look how amazing this is. So now these pictures in this album are from last year's retreat. But look, it opens up multiple times. Look how cute this is. These are the two ladies that we lost this last year, Beth and Donna. They were both glitter queens and they were loved very much. We did a little, my presentation, I gave them, I'm sending their family the album that we made, and I had everybody sign it at the retreat, so I will be sending those out to their family here shortly. But that is with them in there. But isn't this album beautiful? Then it opens up here. Here's the vet. And then this one opens up this way. Here's Richard over here. So beautiful. Here's Chrissy. This is her daughter. I love it. So, so pretty. Does this one open up? I don't think so. Yeah, it does. Opens up. Isn't that gorgeous? And then the back one here. Does this one open up? Nope, it doesn't open up. But then she put a little tie on here. Isn't that beautiful? So pretty. Rena, so gorgeous. Everybody's going to want to know how to make this. This is her suite this is the suite that she presented on. Also, let me show you here. So I got her other gift. Now, we did something different at this year's retreat. We had the girls that presented. So Devette, Stacy, Charlotte, and Rena, they did all their presentation this year. And I asked them, I said, do you want to get involved in Prize Patrol? I said, so what they did is they each picked a favorite color. So Devette was Costa Cabana, Charlotte was Strawberry Slush, Rena was Highland Heather, and Stacy's was Basic Black. So I made those totes. You remember those totes, the notes and totes, the little purses or the tote bags? I made 8 of each color for everybody at the retreat. and I just set them out, randomly at the table. And then after everybody's presentation, they made a special gift to give to everybody that had that color that they like. So Rena's was Highland Heather. And so everybody that had the tote that was Highland Heather got the little gift that Rena made for her presentation. And this was one of the gifts that she gave everybody. And she gave me one that was purple. So this is kind of like my scissor charm here. You know, my scissor charms that I used to make years ago. Scissor charm, but this is a glue charm. So what is awesome about this is, look how beautiful that is. It's got all the dangles. But it's got a sterling silver pin or stainless steel pin that goes into your glue so it doesn't get plugged up. Or if it gets plugged up, you have a pin to poke it to open it. Isn't it beautiful? Oh my gosh. Rena, so beautiful. Look at that pretty heart on the end. So sparkly and purple. So Rena gave everybody that got her color, which was the Highland Heather, one of these glue charms. Wasn't that awesome? And then this was one of the items that she presented at the retreat. So beautiful, Rena. Thank you. Okay, next gift. This one is, I don't think this came in the bag, but I've been kind of piling everything up. This is from Devette. She gave one for me and one for Richard. I'm going to show you Richard's first. It's empty! All right, let me explain the gift because Devette had to explain it to us. So it's kind of like an Advent can, I guess, right, Devette? So this was Richard's, and the idea was there was layers of candy, layers of stuff in the can. So every day, Richard didn't make it every day, as you can tell. I think this was empty the night of the retreat when she gave it to him. I think he had Kit Kats in there, some Twix candy bars. So the idea is that in the can, she had layered like treats for every day. So every day, Richard would dump out the candy and eat what was in there, and then the next day he'd get the next layer. I have not touched my can. I was a very good girl. So this is my can. This was from Devette. So my first day, look, a pair of socks for Reese's Cups. You guys know I love the Reese's peanut butter cups. Look how cute. Look how cute. Right? So cute. So that was my first day. Then you can see in here you got Twix. And then the next day after that is peanut butter cups. Let's just see what she put in here. I'll put them back in the way you did it, Yvette. I haven't even seen what's all in. Oh my goodness, hold on. This was the third day, or fourth day. Oh my goodness! Power blend for nuts. Peanuts, almonds, pistachios, hazelnut, and walnuts. Richard had beef jerky, sausage links. Yeah. Okay, that was mine. So this was the last day. So you just put it in the can, and then every day they're eating something out of it or getting a gift. Isn't that cute? So mine had Twix, Reese's peanut butter cups, and the socks. That's a cute gift to give to kids, you know? But they'd have to have self-control, unlike Richard, right? So I don't remember what was in this bag exactly, but the cans fit in there perfectly. So thank you, Devette. I love it. Richard loved it. All right, hold on. I got to go to my other shelf here. I got last minute things here. Hold on. All right. I got some Happy Mail too. I want to show you guys. All right, so I don't know if I shared this with you guys or not, but this was the popcorn necklace that Laura made for us. She actually made the 3D one, remember? I think I showed you guys this last week. Mine was popcorn all the way around, and she put these little cute sparkly beads on there. So we wore them on our bingo night, which was a great group photo, which was awesome. So I do have that in the box. This was also from Devette. She gave us coasters, which are beautiful. They have motorcycles on them from Harley Davidson. And then these two are Harley Davidson. Love it. And it's got this really beautiful canister holder. They got little feet on them. I don't know. I think this is like a stone or a rock of some sort. It's gorgeous. So those are coasters from Devette. Thank you, Devette. Oh, this is the soap that Richard got from Tracy. Dunkin' and Pumpkin. She said, you might want to take that out because it's really strong smelling. I think it smells really good, but it does smell like pumpkin, cinnamon pumpkin, but it's for men. It's the Dr. Squash soap. It smells really good. That was for Richard from Stacy. Oh, this was also from Rena. She gave me this. This was during her presentation. I think I made a box like this, Rena. Have I? This is a cute little box. It's like an open and reveal box. Oh, wait, hold on. So you open it like this, and then you have the box inside. Isn't that cute? So you have like a little peekaboo box here with candy, and then it closes up like that. This was during her presentation, and she gave me that with her little album. Isn't it cute? So cute. This was from Valerie. So these are my scissors that I had at the retreat. I got my Glitter Pit Crew scissor charm on there. But her mother, I guess, now Valerie, correct me if I'm wrong. I want to say her mother is 90 years old, and she's making these little scissor pocket pouches that hold your scissors in there. So it's like perfect for traveling or, you know, just really nice to identify your scissors. And of course, she let me pick the color I wanted, and I wanted purple. But isn't that cute? So her mother is making these, and she loves giving them away. So she gave me one of them at the retreat. And then this is also from Devette. This is one of her cards that she presented at the retreat. She got to use the traditions of Christmas. Isn't this beautiful card? So it sits up. It's a little easel card. So pretty. And then she also demonstrated, this was her gift that she gave everybody that had her color of Costa Cabana. And she has inside of hers was 2 truffles. Isn't that cute? So cute. Love that little reindeer. So this was from Devette. Thank you, Devette. And last but not least, I think I got everything covered. I'm just looking around here to make sure I got everything. This was a gift. I don't know who this is from, but I have not even opened it when I went through the gifts with my team because it's so beautifully wrapped. I don't dare open it. It's so beautiful, but I want to know what's inside of it. So hold on, let me see here. Oh, it just slides off. All right, it's got a cute little belly band here. Am I going to have to lift that off? Can it slide off? Hold on. Oh, it slides off. Thank goodness. Oh, it's got candy. Candy inside. Isn't it cute? Who gave me this? I do not know. But it's adorable. I love it. So good thing I didn't have to untie it because it's so cute. So those are all my gifts, you guys. Isn't that amazing? I was very spoiled. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. I loved everything. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it next year. As soon as I get the next year's hotel booked, I'm going to let you guys know, all right? And I think we're opening it up for a few more people. So if you missed this year's, I know a lot of people VIP'd, so that's just making a deposit for their spot for next year. And then we have a few people that have already said they want to come next year. So I'm sure it will fill up fast. All are so beautiful. I agree, Yoli. So amazing. Just like Christmas. Yes, it is. I love it. So, so nice. All right. So any last minute things? I know we've been on here for almost 2 hours, but I said it was going to be a lot, right? Please go vote for my friend Linda, the dental hygienist. She's doing the Fab Over 40, the modeling thing, and she's running in first place now. Mind you, the contest goes through December, so every vote counts, right? And the link is listed down below. And then also, if you're wanting the left side block holder, those are available right now. This is the left side. This is actually the big black for the backgrounds. That fits in there. It does fit in your other block holder too. So this is the original, right? The original, the OG block holder. And then this is the extender part, the left side. So you're getting more space for holding tools, all your blocks, just extra space all the way around. And it runs flush. And if you want to split them up, you know, if you guys like moving stuff around like I do. All right, don't forget the starter kit, $35, get you to join the Stampin' Up! Family and join my team. I would love to have you join my team, or $99 kit. Remember, you're getting $35 for the kit. It's less than a bundle, you guys. That is such a deal. And you get to pick $125 worth of product. $99 starter kit, you get to get $189 worth of stuff. It's amazing. Remember, October 31st, Halloween is the last day to join. So I would love to have you join my team. If you have any questions, please contact me. We can set up a time to chat. Email me here, dawn@theglitterpit.com, and we can chat about it, all right? Either way, just let me know. All right, anything else before we sign off? You guys are really diehard Glitter Pit fans, right? You're my Glitter Pit crew, right? Hi, Phyllis. Love the scissor holder. Is she selling them? I don't know. Yoli, is Valerie selling those holders? I think she's talking about this, right, Phyllis? Yeah, I don't know. She was giving them away at the retreat to everybody, I think. Thank you, Yoli. Thank you. All right, so let me know. Email me any questions about the starter kit, the black holders. We're still oh, I want to touch base on the ribbon retainers. I think there's a little confusion out there. The ribbon retainers, you're getting 3 for $9. So you can get 1 small, 1 medium, 1 large. You can get all medium. You can get all small. 3 for $9 or 1 for $4. So when you buy them in a set of 3, you can get them in all different colors. I'm just looking for my box here. Here's my box. So you can get them in all different colors if you want. So like this, for instance, this is the medium. You can get the turquoise, the cayenne blue, and an aqua. Small, medium, large. As long as it's in sets of 3 for $9, all right? And you can get all small if you want. In the white, you know, mix up the colors as long as it's in sets of 3, okay? 3 for $9. And we got all those colors available, all right? Thank you, guys. I'll see you guys next week. It won't be as long, promise. We're going to get back to the making the fun folds and stuff. I don't know what we're doing next week, but it'll be something fun. All right, and don't forget the Glitter Retreat Kit number 2 is available for $100 plus shipping. So you're still getting a lot of stuff in that kit, all right? Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Bye.